Let's do it. Let's look at the 1920s regarding the top 5 baseball players total bases. Ken Arzone here talking baseball. I'm looking at Tuesday, May 26, 2026. 1920s. What a decade for baseball, right? George Sisler, 399 total bases. Oh man, he just missed out on that magic 400 number. But up to this point, he has the highest number of total bases since 1871 up to 1920. George Sisler is now number one in total bases, 399 in one season. Babe Ruth goes 388. Joe Jackson, 336. Rogers Hornsby, 329. Tris Speaker, 310. Nice year for total bases. 1921, look out. The Bambino. Babe Ruth, 457 total bases. A record that has stood up to this point, 2025, right? Very rare for guys to get 400 total bases. Some guys are getting into the 300s. Babe Ruth, 457. So that's the highest. He breaks George Sisler. Sisler had it for one season, and Babe Ruth broke it. Rogers Hornsby, 378. Harry Heilman, 365. Bob Musial, 334. Jack Tobin, 327. Top 5, 1921. 1922. How about Rogers Hornsby? 450. There are 2 guys in baseball history, 450 or more total bases in a season. Babe Ruth, 457. Now, Rogers Hornsby, 450. Whoa! Ken Williams, 367. George Sisler, 348. Irish Musial, 314. Tilly Walker, 310. 1923, Babe Ruth again. So we've got Babe Ruth 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, the third time. 399. Oh, that hurts. You want 400, right? Tris Speaker, 350. Ken Williams, 346. Harry Heilman, 331. Frankie Frisch, 311. 1924, Babe Ruth, 391. So he has a 457, a 388, a 399, and now he has a 391. Rogers Hornsby, 373. Zach Wheat, 311. Cy Williams, 308. Baby Jacobson, 306. 1925, Al Simmons, 392. Rogers Hornsby, 381. Kiki Kyler, 369. Jim Botany, 358. Bob Musial, 338. 1926 season, top 5. Babe Ruth, 365. How many times did Babe Ruth land in the top 5? Babe Ruth, 9 times, top 5. But he had some bad seasons, like 1922. Only played half the year. In 1925, a little suspension and some personal problems. So he missed out on those 2 years. But 1926, Babe Ruth, 365. Al Simmons, 392. Lou Gehrig, 314. Goose Goslin, 308. Jim Botany, 305. So first time for Lou Gehrig. 1927, Lou Gehrig, 447. Fell 10 shy of the record. 447 total bases. Babe Ruth, 417. That's the second time 400 or more for the Babe. Paul Wainer, 342. Rogers Hornsby, 333. Early Combs, 331. 1928, Babe Ruth, 380. Henny Manouche, 367. Lou Gehrig, 364. Jim Botany, 362. Freddie Lindstrom, 330. 1929 season. Rogers Hornsby, 409. That's the second time 400 or more. How about Chuck Klein? 405. Lefty O'Doul, 397. Al Simmons, 373. Dale Alexander, 363. So the 1920s, you got Babe Ruth 7 times out of 10 years. Rogers Hornsby, 7 times out of 10 years. You got Lou Gehrig coming up. He's got 3 times. Chuck Klein had 1. Tris Speaker had a couple. George Sisler, he had some too. Now give the 1920s Babe Ruth and Rogers Hornsby. Dominated it. All right, next video, the 1930s. Let's see who has most total bases in this decade. I'm out.